understand half the words, and they were pointless. It was just like someone trying to be so hard as a poet, but didn't understand how words are supposed to be in front of each other.
Dice Man was the script writer.
Yeah. So.
Oh, geez, was he Iceman?
Oh no! I said the Dice Man. Andrew Dice Clay was the script writer.
Yeah, you're thinking of Mr. Freeze, which was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Or Val Kilmer from Top Gun.
Oh, no,
Top
I was
Gun.
thinking Val Kilmer. I forgot his name, yeah. Top Gun. Aren't they making Top Gun 2?
Summer of 2020, I think.
Yeah.
How is that a good idea or no?
Hollywood's remaking everything now. All the Disney things, they're making action live. They're redoing everything. We've ran out of ideas, which, can I say, I think we should continue to make our documentary. That's all the while.
Right. Hire us. We're not going to make great content, but it'll be original.
It'll be original, and it'll have at least one joke in it.
One of the reviews will be one word, just original.
Yeah. CNN says this movie is what? I
can honestly say that this was not a sequel or a remake.
That is true.
This might be the first documentary that makes you angry.
Oh boy.
You thought you hated loose change. Wait till you watch this.
I liked Loose Change.
You like Loose Change?
Back when I first saw it in college, back in 2001.
Okay, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I thought you meant like coins in your pocket.
Wait, so when Jeff said, if you hated Loose Change,
yeah, and I laughed.
You'll hate this other documentary?
Yeah.
You were thinking about coins in your pocket?
Yeah, which is annoying because I was like, yeah, that's annoying. I don't like having change. Where am I supposed to put it?
I think both are correct, actually, because I feel very strongly about loose change in my pockets. It is always a tip, or it's going to somebody else. I'm not putting coins in my pockets.
Yeah, I've paid for cash at a grocery store before and gotten change, and I've literally said, "Do you have something I can put this in?"
Oh boy, you rich fuck.
Well, no, not like that, but it's so annoying. I would rather lose 75 cents so I don't have to carry it. It's in my cup holder. Then what do? I gotta wait till I fill up my tires. That's when I use it. That's the only time I'm using quarters now.
Inflation, eh? Yeah, I was buying dinner last night at a place, and I was using a credit card to pay, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it's $8.72. Do you want to round up and give the rest to like the kids' hospital or something?" Like, well, I'm paying with a credit card, so I'm not going to get loose change back. So no.
Yeah, there's so many places that are doing that now, where you'll go in and do a thing. If you just give us your change, yeah, and you're exactly right. If it's cash, yeah, keep it. I was gonna give it to you anyway, but if it's on a card, it kind of adds up.
I'd like to see a place that when you do tip a place that you're carrying out from, usually they'll ring the bell and then the staff will say thank you.
Yeah,
I would love for them to ask, "Oh, do you want to leave a small tip for the kids' cancer hospital?" And you just say no, and then they do something to signal the staff that no, he didn't donate to the kids' hospital.
Cheapskate.
Do you guys? There's topics I want to talk about, and then there's questions. What do you guys want to do first?
Well, first, I'd like to introduce us and start the show.
Oh boy, God.
Yeah. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you guys doing?
Okay, how are you?
Good.
Doing well. It's summer's flying by.
As it should. Hate it.
Get me back to that winter.
Mm.
I'm being 100% facetious.
You're a summer boy?
I will take sweating all day long over cold. I realize I'm a huge baby when it comes to cold. Like I just shrink up like a turtle or something. Your hands always hurt and you're always shivering.
I think you might want to get that checked out. I don't think that has anything to do with winter.
Your hands hurt.
It's winter or radiation poisoning. I don't know. It's one of the two.
Yeah.
I hate them both.
I'm the opposite. The only good season to me is fall. Which is weird because spring is kind of like fall in reverse. But yeah, no, summer's the worst for me. I get outside and sweat instantly. Like honestly, we always talk about what's the one modern invention that you can't live without, and mine would be AC. I swear I think people didn't live as long back then because they were killing themselves. Because summer would happen and then everyone would go, fuck this. That's just a theory. Could be wrong.
Well, think about this for your theory. Now with this AC, we've got to work and do other shit all the time because it's comfortable and you're okay with doing it. Whereas if you were hot, you had to take a break or take it slower. So it's taking you longer to do your things. Now you're cramming it all into a shorter amount of time and working longer.
That's a good point.
Think about it. You don't have to get back to me now.
But I'm not sweating while I'm doing it. It goes back to the sweat thing for me.
Okay. All right. Well. Okay. See you guys next week.
Yep. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Tommy, how have you been?
I'm okay. I was going to say, we over here on my neck of the woods, of course, it's not as humid as you guys. It gets extremely hot during the day, but had a couple of earthquakes. I felt the second one.
Oh, yeah, dude.
So the first one happened, and I think that one was earlier on a Saturday morning, and I texted you later on Saturday, and I was like, hey, is everything all right? You had a pretty big earthquake, and you're like, no, I didn't even feel it. I was like, didn't even feel it.
Yeah.
And then I went into like full Columbo mode, and I found out that, so like everybody in LA was posting like, yeah, we had an earthquake. Look what it did. And, I felt it. And I went on Google Maps and found out that you are almost the exact same distance from the epicenter of the earthquake that LA is. And I was like, bullshit, he didn't feel it. He had to have felt it.
Well, the first one, 6-point-something earthquake. And I looked on the map. My little town was just outside the radius of effect. And then the very next day, an even larger one, 7.2, I think. And I saw the radius on the map. I was definitely inside that one. And I was telling Mark the other day, my house was shaking for usually I feel them, they only last a second or two and it's over. It's over before you can even react to it. Since I've been here. But this one, my house was shaking for 30 seconds. It was the longest freaking earthquake I've felt. And imagine a large truck going by on a highway and the hotel you're staying in or whatever shakes a little bit. It's a very slight rumble. It doesn't sound like anything, you just feel it. And that's what it is. And I was sitting there on the couch and my dog, Josie, her little body is just shaking back and forth. She doesn't give a fuck. No one cared about this earthquake. And I was like, it took me long enough to realize, yep, we're in an earthquake. Oh, it's still happening. 20 seconds later, I got bored. I was like, Jesus, when is this going to end? I got things to do.
It's like you can't live your normal life in like a minor earthquake, like you're trying to plug stuff in, but it's kind of shaking.
I'm looking at my watch. That's like, Jesus, come on.
The internet has ruined our attention spans. We can't stay focused on anything for any longer. We just got to get to the next natural disaster.
That's right. I'm like, okay, that was fun. I'm over it.
Where's the wildfires?
Yeah.
It's weird that so many people have experienced it going through an earthquake, and I have no idea what it's like. I've never done that.
You've never? We had one here.
2014, I think. 1980. No.
Whoa. Way back in time. I think. I don't remember the years. Like maybe like 2012 or something like that. It was like one of the longest on the East Coast. You don't remember that one?
No, I do. I was driving this is going to sound like I'm lying, but I was actually driving a dump truck at the time, so I didn't feel it.
Well, that's funny you should say that, because so I used to try to take a nap in my car at lunch when I was working. So I went outside. I would eat as fast as I can. And then
every day
I would eat as fast as I can so I can try to sleep more in the car. And it was in the summer, of course, the worst time to try to sleep in your car. And so I had the AC on. Yep, killing the environment. That's what I do to get a little bit of comfort. And
why do you think the earthquakes happen?
Well, right. So
because you're sleeping in your car every day with the AC on.
Mother Earth is like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
I'm gonna jiggle this guy awake.
Well, my car, it was on the verge of me trading it in. Whatever, it's gonna collapse. The check engine light's always on, and I remember trying to fall asleep, and then the car starts shaking. And my first reaction was like, this piece of shit car. Like, wow. And then I went back into work and everyone's like, did you feel the earthquake? I was like, what? No, I didn't feel it.
I got a piece of shit car.
But my car sucks.
Do you know how many people may have been attacked or hit thinking that someone was playing a joke on them and it was really just an earthquake?
No. Wait, I gotta backtrack here. What do you mean? Someone did you're saying people have done a prank and they thought it was an earthquake?
Well, I'm saying people on the East Coast, there's never earthquakes ever.
Right.
So when it happened, imagine how many people thought it was something else. Like you, for example, oh, this piece of shit car, and then they light it on fire or something. And then they find out later, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Mistake.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It was 2011.
That makes sense.
2011, yeah. Jeez, that was before 2012, huh?
Yeah, the Mayans. Speaking of the end of the world, I was looking at some science news this week, and it was a story about two black holes or two somethings out in space were fighting with each other, and whatever they were doing was going to throw off the largest gravitational waves that our universe has ever, or I guess we have any history of knowing about. And I was like, okay, well, this is clearly not going to kill us because they told us about it. If it was going to kill us, they wouldn't have told us.
First of all, they said two things are fighting.
Yeah, they're cockfighting black holes out in space.
People are taking bets, screaming.
Wow. Okay, this goes back to a previous episode. Do we tell the world about this?
Right.
Kudo had that wonderful comic about the mad scientists.
Oh God.
Yes. Yeah.
I need to
Kudo.
Say that.
What is? I want to go ahead and just give her. I'm looking it up right now. If you're listening, follow Kudo 215. That's CUDO 215. very funny artist. She makes some hilarious art out of just some of our ideas, and very talented, and it makes me laugh a lot. So you can follow her Instagram, and she's got a bunch of different stuff on there. It's hilarious.
Yes. I would also like to thank Kudo and Donnie Dave, Okiwan, Zepper, RP for our little D&D session.
That's right. Those are our Patreons, and we appreciate their support. And we played D&D with them, and it was fun.
Yeah. First time for me.
Mm-hmm. I think that was my official first D&D session.
Really?
Oh, you did like some D&D over the pants stuff back in high school.
Yeah, I got a little tease, little at camp and stuff, experimented. But no, I've played like RPG games like that before, but official D&D, it was official, man.
It was special. What did you think? Was it fun? Did anything like stand out for you?
I realized that even as a character in battle, I'm still a scaredy cat. We got into battle, and by nature, I didn't even have the balls to fight, so I just hid. I just hid both times.
Self-preservation. That's it. You're a smart man.
I said I had to. It was just in me.
Well, makes me realize, if there's a monster coming at you in Dungeons and Dragons, and if everybody hides, what can they do?
Yeah, that's right.
What can the monster really do?
Had you played before, Steven?
I think I've played 1 or 2 times years ago with a group, but it didn't take really for me. Wasn't really my thing, but this time it was fun. I think everyone was kind of on the same page, like starting fresh, and it felt better this time with this group.
Like down at the beach when we get together once a year, Steven very nicely brings a couple different games like Avalon, or I don't know that I've actually ever played Avalon, but there's Werewolf.
I've got a few. I recently got one called The Secret Hitler.
Ooh.
Which we've played before. Same people who made Cards Against Humanity, they make a game called Secret Hitler. It's another hidden identity game where you kind of try to figure each other out, kind of thing, with a little board game aspect going on at the same time. Very fun.
Yeah, I enjoy the make believe and pretending to be different people that you get to do in those games, and Dungeons and Dragons is like that, but just on an extended timeline. You're not refreshing your character after every round.
It is refreshing, isn't it? And I do want to say, Jeff, I loved your character, D&D. If we could edit in a little piece of audio from the D&D episode into this episode about how your character did these dramatic wind-ups before an attack, like raising his arms to the crowd, applause, and then wind up, sling your guitar on your back, and then stab at the enemy with your rapier. And then RP would just be like, yeah, you missed.
Yeah.
It wasn't great for the actual game as far as us protecting ourselves or defeating the enemies. But yeah, me whiffing every time.
The great visuals that happen. That's what we want to see. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's like the videos that we do. It's just very fun. The make 'em ups, the just being able to pretend to be anybody.
Yes.
Yeah. But yes, if I can, I will cut in some of that, and also, I don't feel bad about kind of teasing it because it may never see the light of day. But I recorded the whole session from the other night, us playing, and I've been editing it, and adding ambient sound or ambiance or whatever and sound effects and stuff to it. And just the few minutes that I've done, it is hilarious.
Oh, really? Oh, I can't wait. This is news to me. I look forward to this. Oh boy.
This audio editing is it's very fun to me because you're not seeing what's going on in these scenes. RP's painting these, very clear pictures of where we are and who we are and what we're doing, but there's so much room inside of those scenes to add things audio wise. It's very fun.
I cannot wait. That sounds great. Surely you're putting a lot of work into this, and I appreciate that. You can tell when someone puts a lot of work into their product, and it pays off really. Oh
boy. Big
that
news.
reminds me something that pisses me off. Oh, you guys, all right. What was this, like a week or two ago? You seen this girl trending on Instagram she's a gamer girl that is selling her bath water.
Fuck
yeah, it
you.
tasted like shit.
Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
No. No, it's let me look this up. It's on Instagram.
Oh,
Ask Kevin Eubanks.
No, don't. I shouldn't even mention it. I don't want to give her more attention. But there's a girl with a shirt on. It says "gamer girl." She's trying to be all cute. She's. I don't know if she's in the tub or if I imagined her in the tub. But she is literally selling her bath water to people that want it, to guys, perverts or whatever that want to buy it. I looked, it was like $30. I don't know. I might
$30 a gallon
for a little tin of bath water.
Tin. Either way,
yeah, I could.
So stupid. That's. Dude,
was that
selling
Jerry Seinfeld that just came in here and was surprised by a 10
for a little
10,
a little cake, like a little, like an Altoid box type of thing.
An Altoid. What's with the Altoid? You open it. It's after dinner. What do? You have it before. It's gonna ruin the meal. Altoid.
Seinfeld? Is that what you're doing?
I've never heard you do a Seinfeld before, and it is perfect.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And I'll tell you, like, it pisses me off, because kids these days, right?
Oh my God, right? I typed in gamer, and then the rest was girl bathwater.
Oh, fuck. Oh. All right, I'll tell you this. Like many years ago, I was dating this girl. We went to visit a friend of hers up in New York City. We were out in the city having dinner. So it was me at a table with these two girls. And the waiter says, the first time I heard that phrase was then. The guy says, he looks at me and goes, "Oh, aren't you so lucky?" Kind of joking, because he sees me sitting with two ladies. And then he says, "If only I could have some of your bath water." And I was like,
what?
That's the first time I heard that phrase. I was like, really? What? I was like, what did he say? He's like, "Oh, that means, he envies you or whatever." I'm like, oh, I hadn't heard it before or since, but this girl must have heard that phrase and said, "Oh my God, I could make money selling my bathwater."
Dude, that's,
there's a lot going on right now.
I was pissed off at first, but then I was like, no, I wish her success. I wish her so much success that I want it to be her full-time job. I want her to be 8 hours in a bathtub, wrinkled as a prune, tired, pouring water into 10 after 10, mailing them, shipping them. Oh, I got to go back in the bathtub. I've got all these orders.
She's like the old timey grape stompers, except for she's the stomper and the grapes all at the same time.
Oh my God. Oh. Okay, yeah. Here's the problem. Just a couple videos I haven't clicked on, but that it's titled "Drinking Her Bathwater."
Oh,
vaping her
can you send me
bathwater.
those in the Discord, please?
Oh my god!
No, because I
Dude.
didn't actually look into it, but
Well, this is very depressing because it says she sold out of bathwater instantly.
Hmm.
That's they're all dudes first of all, and that's the problem with guys is they're young dudes are so horned up. they'll they'll get some bathwater from someone. It's like there was this woman who was just selling her used socks, and used just means worn.
Yeah.
She just wore socks and she sold them on the internet, and guys would pay money for used socks.
There's a whole subculture genre of and I'll keep it as polite as possible, but girls that sell different articles of worn clothing. It's usually not as innocent as socks.
Mm-hmm.
But these girls, the cam girls, I mean, good for them. If they're, I think a lot of these, I think some of them are making a good amount of money, never having to touch another person.
That's true. Yeah.
never having to fill out a W-2. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great point.
What are your parents gonna say about you? Oh, what does your daughter do? Well, sits in a tub.
I don't know if it was an officially licensed product by her, but I did see that that there was a bathwater CPU water cooler.
Oh my fuck.
So
I hope she has to deal with lots of customer complaints and emails.
That's funny. That's a funny idea. It's
Where
like,
do I return this?
yeah, how do I return this bathwater?
the seal on my bathwater was already broken when I got it.
Yeah. Make her work for it,
Yeah, be an asshole to small businesses.
She's really taking out the mom and pop bathwater places.
Yeah, you hate to see that.
What the fuck? She's got a video of her just eating a raw egg out of its shell. Dude, what is going on with the fucking world?
Where are you seeing that on YouTube?
Yeah, this is
How many subscribers does she have?
she's got over 4 million, I think.
4 million.
What I
Okay.
saw.
Well, she's making a living off it then.
And 430,000 likes of her just eating an egg.
So she's basically making like $4,000 off that video, right? Like people ask me how much ad revenue do you guys get? It's roughly $1 per 1,000 views, right? So like where we are right now, we upload a video. If it takes a week to get 20,000 views, we made $20, off a video. But she is getting about $4,000 for uploading that.
Man, maybe we should try it. Let's just switch our YouTube channel to eating eggs. Eating raw eggs.
Well, that's what I've, and this is going to be cut out for sure, but there's somebody that thinks everybody is attractive. I don't think I'm saying that right. Like it doesn't matter what you look like, what your body type is like, whatever it is. There is somebody that thinks exactly what you look like is attractive, and
that's beautiful.
I've thought like as long as I was completely anonymous, faceless, and I don't have any tattoos, I would do almost anything on webcam for money.
But Jovi, you are faceless right now.
Yeah, but I'm talking like real money.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Who wants to see what Jovi can do out there, everybody?
Yeah. No, I'm with you because it's like, it's a webcam, whatever. It's nothing.
They have software out now that you can take pre-recorded footage, manipulate the mouth movements, and make it look like they're saying something else.
Yeah.
Dude, those deep fakes are fucking terrifying.
Dude.
That's been out, right? That's been out for a few years now. It's only a matter of time before you've got an old guy in his basement pretending to be a bathwater girl, selling bathwater.
Oh my God.
He's actually an old man that has puppeteered this software onto his own face and body.
That's the double fuck. Yeah.
I saw a deep fake this week. It was Jack Nicholas, whichever the actor is, not the golfer. It was a scene of his from The Shining, but with whatever and however this deepfake technology works, they put Jim Carrey's face in the scene and they played them side by side. You can't tell that it wasn't Jim Carrey that was actually in The Shining.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen that one, but it is scary because that means, I mean, if they get your real pic, I mean, they're doing it to other people's pictures so they can get you to fucking say something, get you to say anything, and it looks like you're saying it. So in pulled up in a court of law and be like, this is you saying this, and you're like, no, I mean, yeah, it is. That does look like I said that, but
right.
But I didn't. I assure you, I did not say that. I would never say that, but we have you saying it. You're doing it here.
You're looking straight down the barrel of the camera.
Yeah. And that's another thing. Okay, so there are new scams all the time, but guess what? People are still falling for the fucking Prince thing, where it's like I got $1 billion and I got to send it to you. And there are some people who were still saying, "Oh shit, I could have how much million? I can have $1 million if he do it." That was 20 years ago.
And it still works.
And it's still working. So the new stuff, I mean, yeah, it's unbelievable. Which, by the way, this is a different topic, but I mean, when you're talking about scams and getting robocalls and all this stuff, I've talked to more robots in the scammy, flammy, mammy. I've talked to more robots than I have people in the last month.
Coming full circle, the scammers, whether they're calling you or sending you emails, or the people that are out panhandling that are not actually poor, and the people that are just selling their used underwear online.
Yeah,
they're making a lot more than I am and doing a lot less work. Like, good for them, I guess. Or they beat the system.
The scammers at the gas station, they gotta get a new story. They got to. It's every single one of them is, hey, man, I just need $5 to fill up my tank. I'm right around the corner from my house. My wife's pregnant, and I just found out my cousin has AIDS. Like, it's like, dude, will you guys just all stop saying the same story?
I think we just did it. We're going to start writing for these people. They have money. They're making money.
Yeah. Oh, we'll give them their own backstories.
Yeah.
You guys reminded me, there was a guy that came up to me as if he heard all those stories, and he tried it on me. He came up to you, he's like, "Hey man, look, I need help. Look, first of all, look, I have money." He pulls out a lot of money and fans it in front of me. It's like, I have money. I just need 5 more to get my radiator fixed.
You think, oh my God, you think a fucking mechanic would be like, I'm 5 short, and he's like, well, you better ask some strangers.
You better go walk across the street to that gas station.
Yeah.
And I love how he starts out his conversation. Look, I have money. I know I'm going to ask for more money, but you need to know that I'm good.
Oh, and then you do that and you end up trading places with the guy.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
We haven't recorded in a while, and we've got a backlog of questions from the patrons here.
Oh,
Yes.
So if you guys are all right with it, I think maybe we'll
Yes.
try and do a turbo round or speed round of some questions.
yeah.
Do it.
All right, this one is from Swan Levitt. who I
Swanee.
believe-
No, wait.
these are even older than the ones we got tonight.
Okay.
But I believe Swan is a musician in England. I think he's on SoundCloud. If you're listening to this, you should definitely go check out his music. But his question is, would you rather have cheesy puffs for lips or a Pringle for a nose?
I gotta
Well-
go. I gotta go. Cheesy puff lips.
How are you gonna eat though?
I mean, you just keep licking your lips, man.
Are they infinite
just-
cheesy puff lips?
Are they what?
Are they infinity cheesy puff lips?
I would assume that it's standard. Every morning you wake up and they're renewed.
They're repaired.
Yeah, same with the Pringle nose.
Oh man. Oh man.
Pringles are maybe the most fragile chip there is. I feel like turning your head too fast would break the Pringle. You could do that before you're even out of bed in the morning. So I'm gonna have to go cheesy puff lips. Just
Cheesy
because
puff
of-
it'd be a nightmare to eat, but at the same time you could walk around and people would just be thinking, "Oh, he's showing that he's eating cheesy puffs."
He's showing. He's-
Yeah,
like,
Like a
someone
woman.
would be walking around and be like, "Excuse me, everyone. This won't take but a few seconds, but I just want to show you something."
I have been eating cheesy puffs.
Hmm.
I would do it just for the taste of just after every meal. Just give my lips a good 360 lick.
I
Mhm.
guess
I'd
you're
be-
right.
I'd be at my office desk just licking my lips all day.
Yeah, well, how are you gonna like talk on the phone and do business with cheesy puff lips?
I think
That's-
You'll just be muttering wind into the phone.
Dust is just going everywhere all over it.
Hmm. It's a good one. I don't know.
I gotta go with lips.
Yeah.
Really?
Puff lips for me.
Well, what's the benefit of having? Okay, so neither one of them are really. There's a pro and con. The con with the nose is it's fragile. We've established that it could.
Mhm.
The wind could blow a big gust of wind, and your fucking nose is off.
I'm gonna go with the Pringle nose because no,
You don't have to explain yourself. I believe. I mean,
Yeah,
that's your opinion.
Sometimes it's a gut feeling. If you want to go
You gotta
Pringle
eat,
nose,
brush your
I
teeth,
respect it.
talk, other things you want to do with your mouth, whatever.
Drink bath water.
Yeah, that's a good point.
No,
I see your point.
Pringle nose. I mean, the bonus there is at least once per day you can just snap it off and have probably the majority of a Pringle.
Well-
they're good chips. I like them.
however, I guess I would. Do you feel pain when these things get damaged?
No.
Okay.
Well,
yeah,
then
I'll probably
I'm-
go with the Pringle. Well,
Yeah, if you're
shit.
going that, then I might go with the Pringle nose too, because I just pop that bad boy off. Now I just got a whole hole in my nose. Like,
The Pringle is what would be the same as the cartilage in your nose.
right. So yeah, once you pop, you can't stop. So,
That's true.
Yeah, that's what they say. So
Yeah,
you
I'll
just
prove my decision is better. I'm going to shove my nose into your mouth, and you'll see.
Okay.
I'm going lips. I gotta go lips, but I see your point with the nose.
Okay.
So two for cheesy puffs, one for Pringle. All right. Done and done. Answered that one. Thank you, Swan. The next one is from Shane. Can you choose the flavor of Pringle? And if so, can you change it at will or just one choice ever?
This
So
is
tagging on to that last question.
okay. Wow.
So in this universe, Shane's universe, you have chosen the Pringle nose,
Okay.
and now you're trying to work out. You made a rash decision, and then jumped on the Pringle nose without finding out all the fine details about it. And now you're curious: can you change that Pringle flavor? And I say, yes.
Yes.
Daily. It's the daily refresh.
Okay.
Yeah, I say yeah, because you wake up, maybe you clip in some sour cream and onion. The next day, then you get a 4 cheese on there. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Maybe it does change every day, but you don't have any say over what it is.
Oh, so maybe you get a salt and vinegar, and you're like, damn it.
You got a big date that night, and you end up with a salt and vinegar nose.
Yeah,
That's not a good look.
What would you do for entice your date on your dating profile? Do you do one of those Instagram versus reality things and just Photoshop a normal nose in, and then you show up with a Pringle nose?
Well, those are all just Doritos photoshopped over the Pringles.
Oh,
Yeah, I said it. I like Doritos more than Pringles.
Ooh.
okay.
Yeah, me too. I'm a chip guy. I'll take a chip. Well, also, yeah, and then you do the Instagram thing from the head down, like from the face down, and now you got Pringles nose
Mm-hmm.
instead of duck lips, because that's what they would do. They'd put Pringles in their lips and say, "Oh, making fun of." Well, now you got a real nose. So who's laughing now?
Yeah. You show up and she's like, "Oh, I thought that was a graphic sticker you put on your face, not a real fucking Pringle."
And then and then you go, "Why the fuck would I joke about that?"
This is my life, woman.
You know what? It's not going to work out. Goodbye.
It's not going to work out. I'm dumping you. Yeah, it could work. It could work.
You want what you can't have.
I think we nailed that one. These are important questions, and I'm like every time I'm glad that they're finally being answered. So the next one is from Ryan Katsky. This question is: what about teeth made of glass?
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Yeah, the real theme going here tonight.
It's the would you rather theme. Okay.
What about teeth made of glass or poop out hedgehogs?
Holy hell.
So you know what? I appreciate typing out the instead of taking that break in his own real life to think about what he wants to have, what item wants to be pooped out. He showed that, it took him a minute to think of that. But then also he adds on the next comment after that is, teeth grow back fast though.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so my first question is, okay, well, there's some glass that could cut through a steak. You can have a perfectly normal life with thick ass glass teeth. But I'm assuming that this particular glass is very fragile. But pooping out hedgehogs.
If I'm understanding correctly, this is, regular, like a glass that you would get at a restaurant with your drink. It's that like a pint glass.
Okay.
It's that, it's substantial glass. And I mean, I don't eat, a diet of nothing but rock candy. I eat, mashed potatoes that I enjoy a lot, soups, bisques.
All which can be enjoyed with glass teeth.
Maybe a salad. I mean, what? Lettuce gives no real resistance.
Maybe a hard-boiled egg, maybe a soft-boiled egg, maybe a scrambled egg, eggs Benedict.
Are you just naming foods now?
Not just eggs. Gosh, okay.
Or hedgehogs. And I don't know. I don't think Ryan is English. I think hedgehogs are a lot more prevalent in England. I don't know a lot about them.
They're walking around out there?
I think so. I think you can find them like in the wild out there.
Wow.
But are hedgehogs, and this is really showing my ignorance, are they actually pokey, or is it just like hair?
Yeah, no, they're pokey. I think they got a little spike to them. Yeah.
Oh, you're thinking. I imagine porcupines at first, but hedgehog.
Yeah, no, they got kind of a
Oh.
it's like, I'll tell you what it's like.
Mhm.
Remember you ever use LA Gear hard gel in your hair?
No, I'm not a douche.
Yeah, well, I was, and
Oof, harsh indictment of douches by Steven.
When I was in middle school, and I would use that, and people could stick marshmallows on my hair. So
How bleached was your hair?
wasn't bleached.
Oh.
I did not go the Eminem route like everybody else. The shave your head and dye it blonde.
Oh God, that was a '90s thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. Everyone did that.
Shave your head and dye it blonde. So many people were doing that.
Everyone was doing that. So no, didn't do that. But yeah, it's like if you're using hard gel, it's like hedgehogs are very stylish. They're very in. Hedgehogs are very in right now. I would probably go with glass teeth just for the sake of having to explain me walking out of a bathroom with 8 to 12 hedgehogs.
Yeah, you have two choices. You either walk out and pray that you don't run into anybody on the way back to your car from the rest stop bathroom, or whatever your BM schedule is, you have to mass murder hedgehogs every time you go. You just flush them.
Yeah.
And you have to live with that decision and the thought of their cute little eyes just looking up at you as they spin around the bowl.
See, that's why I said I have to explain when I'm walking, because I'm not going to flush them down a toilet. They're too.
You're not a monster.
Yeah, they're too cute. I can't do that. I would have
At least you could walk out of the bathroom with a smile.
I would have to bring a backpack with me everywhere. So when I would shit them out into a toilet, I would have to scoop. I wouldn't even do it in a toilet. I could just shit them in a bag, because it's not like there's shit.
There's not.
Yeah, they're just the hedgehogs. There's no actual shit on it. So I could just take a backpack with me, shit in my backpack, have clean maybe I'll have to have a cup for piss, because I'm gonna piss when I shit. And then dump that out in the toilet. But otherwise, then I'm walking out of a bathroom with groaning little hedgehogs trying to escape my backpack.
That's true. You pee perfectly normal still.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you could just go into the woods, have a shit,
let them run free.
Don't even need to wipe, nothing.
Or bag them up.
Let them run free.
That's a good point. Oh man, actually, I almost think having shitting hedgehogs now is convenient.
Well, that's if you live or shit in an area where hedgehogs are an indigenous species. Then you're introducing all these hedgehogs, and they're going to throw off the ecosystem.
Yeah, what if you're colonizing Mars and you got this problem? Now you're introducing hedgehogs onto a new planet. You might destroy that system. Yeah.
Oh, and then the extra logistics of getting that many tiny hedgehog spacesuits up to Mars with you, when it's already going to be a tough thing to do.
Yeah,
that's
I guess
a good
I'll go
point.
with the teeth.
And I'm wondering, I wish we had him on the line so that he could clarify. The teeth grow back fast, though. That line. Is he intending for that to be a good or a bad thing?
I think what he means is you chip a tooth, grows back. It's like a lizard's tail.
Yeah. You could stain glass the teeth, right?
Yeah, you just smoke for a few years and then you have brown glass teeth.
Drink a bunch of coffee, sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with hedgehogs.
Go with teeth.
Yeah, I'm going to go with teeth on this one.
Mm,
So,
wow.
Teeth of glass.
maybe you can sell your hedgehogs on Instagram.
I could do that, or I could just donate them to elementary school classrooms.
No, some
Oh.
kid's going to be like, this just came out of your ass.
Yeah, and I'll be like, you shut your fucking mouth.
Oh, I see. So you've,
punch you in your glass teeth.
you've grown angry at this problem for quite a while.
I'm not. I don't know why I would say that to a kid. And I'd be like, I just gave you a hedgehog. Be thankful. Yes, it came out of my ass. A lot of things come out of my ass.
Do you know who I am?
Do you know who my father is?
Richard Gere.
Well, let me ask you this. Let's say you shove something up your ass for fun, and then you shit it back out.
What if it's
Uh-huh.
not for fun? What if I'm just doing it for an experience?
Well, it's for business.
Business pleasure. All right, let's say I want to.
Well, hear me out. I mean, all right, whether it's for fun or not,
Calm down.
you got a foreign object. It goes up in your ass.
It's like a Chinese chopstick, or
When you shit it back out, does it become a hedgehog? Because if you're pooping it out,
okay. So you're saying, let's say,
can you turn objects into hedgehogs through your asshole?
I don't think that's part of the deal.
I don't know. If you're shitting it out,
So now I can make hedgehogs by. Now I have a magic trick where some kid is playing with a kazoo, and I say, "You want to see something cool?"
Okay.
why would you do this in front of a kid?
Because it's the ultimate magic trick.
Yeah, this is an adult. This is some Penn and Teller type magic here. Or
This is-
Amazing Randy. This is not children's birthday party clown magic.
Yeah, this is something you hire at a bachelor party.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna, the food doesn't work that way, or you can't stick a thing up there and then have it
Be
turn
shit.
into poo. Yeah, it has to go from the top to the bottom,
Okay.
And now we're here.
just like Drake.
Yep.
Yeah, I think
Go with teeth.
boom, nailed it. Yeah,
I'm gonna have Cheetos lips and shitting out hedgehogs.
that's better than the Pringles nose glass teeth guy who just has the most fragile face in the whole world.
I can still.
All right, so we've
smile.
got another. Geez, these are from all the way back in May.
Oh my Christ! What?
Yeah. This one is from, and I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation. I think it's Soleil.
Mhm.
It looks like towelette, I think, but not. There's some S's on the front of it. 95. I think he'll get the gist of what I'm trying to say, and I apologize. I think
Yep.
this one is more of a riddle.
He's playing World of Warcraft right now.
Hey, there was an airplane crash. Every single person on board died, but yet 2 people survived. How is this possible? I know the answer, so I'm not gonna
This
say.
is a riddle. You're saying he's not
Yes.
asking us which 2 people survived.
Yeah, I believe this is a logic problem riddle type deal.
Oh, he's saying, you know what? Let's see how smart these guys are.
Okay.
He's trying to make us look dumb on our own podcast.
Yeah. Well, if you haven't listened to the first couple episodes,
We beat you to it, buddy.
All right, so I did not know this was a riddle. Say again. All right. A plane crashes. Say it again.
There was an airplane crash. Every single person on board died, but yet 2 people survived. How is this possible?
Did they parachute out before?
The doctor was a woman.
Yeah.
Any guesses?
Yeah. 2 people parachuted out. Everyone on the board still dies.
I think knowing the answer that I know, I'm gonna say that everybody remained inside the capsule, inside the fuselage, for the duration of the crash and subsequent skid.
Usually there's
and
like
a fiery death.
word
They
that you
all
can
burned up.
get a clue from. That's the way it's worded. Plane crash. Everyone on board dies. 2 people survived.
Let me read it for you again.
Ah.
There was an airplane crash. Every single person on board died, but yet 2 people survived. How is this possible?
All right. Simple. The plane crashes. Everyone on that plane died. But over here in another part of the world in a house, 2 people survived earthquake.
And that's the answer. You got it.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. Beat my time.
No, that can't be it. All right.
Fluffy, any guesses?
Yeah, I thought that for some reason I was thinking everyone on the plane was bored.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone who was bored died, but the 2 people who were actually being entertained were alive.
Everyone on board, everyone who was bored died.
Right.
So you think maybe there was a typo and it should have, instead of every single person on board died, you think it should have said every single person who was on board but was also bored
Right.
died.
Bored to death.
Yes, bored. That's where it came from.
Yep.
God damn, we did it again, guys.
You think on board means bored, not entertained.
Correct.
Not enjoying their time.
Okay. God, I hate giving up these things. There was a plane crash. Everyone on board died, but 2 people survived.
There was an airplane crash.
Oh.
Every single person on board died, but yet 2 people survived. How is this possible?
There was a plane. That's the key thing. There was a plane crash. That means there used to be a plane crash.
I love the thought of somebody just screaming at their phone or their however they're listening to this. Somebody that knows the answer.
There was a plane crash. Everyone on board died, right?
There was an airplane crash. Every single person on board died, but yet 2 people survived. How is this possible?
Oh, I got it. Okay, I know it.
Okay. What is it?
He said
Same at the same time.
You said, I had to listen to your exact words. It's every single person on board died.
Oh, the married
The
couple
married
lived.
couple survived, right?
That's correct.
Ah,
The pilot and co-pilot had just gotten married and were actually flying back to their house.
And they said,
didn't
who
fly to
are
an
all these
airport?
other people?
Yeah, it was a full flight of singles. Pilot and co-pilot were married.
I guess it doesn't have to be the pilot and co-pilot, huh?
I mean, it doesn't have to be. In my story, it is, but
Okay.
it doesn't have to be.
I'd like to think it is.
Yeah. You work with the person you love. Isn't that nice to think about?
Next question.
No date on these. But anyways, we've got a question from Derp the Doc.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you again, Derp. I know he's sent us some questions before. What kind of music do you guys listen to? Also, what is the craziest thing you ever did while on the clock at work?
Oh, fuck.
Well, are you paid hourly, though?
No.
Oh, no, this one's not a riddle. This is just a straight-on question.
All right, you want to answer the music one first and then do the clock one?
Yeah, I listen to pretty much everything but country. I can listen to, but probably my favorite's probably metal. I would say hard
Interesting.
rock,
Interesting.
but I can listen to everything.
I think I'm about the same, actually.
Yeah.
This is a very lame answer, but yeah, I am the same.
Thank you.
Okay.
Send us your questions. We'll give you vanilla generic answers
Oh,
that
God.
really clear
I'm
nothing
sorry.
up. No. I mean, that's my honest answer to that question. I enjoy music. There's
Oh yeah, I like asking people in Discord what they're listening to occasionally, and
Oh, for sure.
ever since like if you were at my work desk and you pulled up YouTube, you see playlists of you'd see a little 80s in there, a little some like like ever since we did that Italian Baby episode where Mark says, "Oh, you're listening to Poison in the shower, or you're singing your Poison." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot about that, Alice Cooper." And that's a song I could play on repeat a lot. Poison,
Oh, wow.
Alice Cooper, yeah, 80s metal, yeah.
Yeah, I'll listen to anything. I'll just go through a couple of the last albums I've downloaded. Foo Fighters, Concrete and Gold. It's old, but it's one of my favorites. Deftones, White Pony. A group called Metric, which is really out there for me. I don't think anyone would peg me as listening to that. And
somebody would peg you.
Oh, I hope so. You better watch out for the hedgehogs. And
brilliant.
Eminem, his last couple albums were great. And then I really in love with this album. It's from a band called Ice Nine Kills, and it's called The Silver Scream. And every song has the whole album is horror movie based, and every song is based off a classic horror movie, and it's
nice.
Yeah, it's really different, and I thought that just the idea alone was just really cool. So that's my music.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I know Dave mentioned Muse. That's someone I can listen to.
Yeah, I like Muse.
If somebody were to say, "What's your favorite band?" that would be the best answer I could give. I think.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I think, and I told my mom this the other day. I think I can thank her for that because she listened to a lot of Pink Floyd. Still does, but when I was younger, played a lot of Pink Floyd, and I think there's a lot of similarity with that, the more operatic or larger prog rock type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a lot of similarities between the two. So I think that was kind of a natural progression. But yeah, I was looking at my phone, looking at all the 25 most played.
Nice. Yeah, if I had to pick one group of all time, it would probably just have to be Metallica, just because that was like the first game changer music, like when you're a kid and you're just listening to what everyone else is listening to on the radio, and then you finally find your thing. And then of course, yeah, so I mean that's probably my number one of all time.
I had a lot of Muse and Biffy Clyro, Ben Folds. I'm a sucker for piano. I've always anytime you can work a piano into something other than classical, I'm a fan, and I like classical as well, but I like seeing it elsewhere. Manchester Orchestra, Kid Cudi, and oddly as well, I've gotten on this Eminem kick recently also.
So yeah, it's crazy, man. I mean, and I actually recently went on Instagram, and this is probably like within a month ago. I said, give me one of your top 10 albums of all time. And like, it was so cool to have like all these different people suggest, hey, try to listen to this and this. And I downloaded all of them. Mm-hmm. All the suggestions I downloaded, and I listened to them. Some of them I was like, it's good. It's not my thing. And then others were like, oh shit, this is awesome. And then others were like albums I forgot about.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I don't know if it's a maturity thing, but I definitely didn't appreciate it when I was younger. It was because Eminem was all about the hype and the what do you call it? The spectacle, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But he is an incredibly talented person. What he does, in my opinion, is extremely difficult, and he does it to a degree that not many other people can do it.
Yeah, for sure.
And also churches. I don't know what it is about Scottish bands or performers, but sucker for them.
Huh. Nice. So what was the other question? Craziest thing we did on the clock?
Yes.
Yep. Man. I'm trying to think. I can't.
I used to work from home from one job, and you start to, if you're at home, no one's really watching you work. You start late, you might end early. Before you know it, you're taking the whole day off. That's probably my answer. Is I feel bad about it now, but yeah, there would be times where I would take massive amounts of time off.
Personal health days.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not going to say which company it was, but that company no longer exists, actually. So.
Probably because no one was doing their job.
Yeah.
I don't know if this isn't crazy. I used to work at a grocery store, and I used to have to stock the freezer and the refrigerated stuff. And sometimes in the stock, like it would be the summer again, worst time ever. So I used to go back in the cooler, like in the main cooler where they keep all the stuff, and I used to just sit in there and just cool off. And then there would be chocolate milkshake, and I'd pop one of those bad boys open, and I would drink that, and I'd do that for until I heard my name on the intercom. Just wondering where I was, and then I would be like, "Oh yeah, I was just stocking stuff in the back." Was oh, you guys need help up here? Sure. And then I did that a lot. So
you'd go back and eat the chocolate McFlurries. I mean, we won't say the name of the company.
Sure. Yeah. Don't tell anyone.
The McFlurries.
That's why the machine's always broken.
I think I did landscaping for a lot of years, and I worked for a guy who's not just a few years older than I was. It was his company, and he had I want to say like a 90, at one point he bought like a 98, I think 2500 Chevy pickup truck with the 454 in it and the long bed. And this probably doesn't mean anything to a lot of people, but very hugely powerful motor for, just a work truck. And we had to go like cut the grass of the site where his church was going to build their new church. And it was just a field pretty much with waist high grass. And when we got there, I don't know what prompted him to do this, but he's like, come here, let's try something out. We go back, we drop the trailer, get back in the truck, and then he starts doing laps through the grass like as fast as he could. And it was that feeling like I was like, this is hilarious. Like I was dying laughing. I couldn't stop cackling, but also at the same time, I was like, we're probably going to die. Like I'll either be ejected out of the window or because like I don't think he had spent a lot of time there in waist high grass. Like you don't know really what's under there. Could have been a tree stump, just full speed into a stump or, anything.
Oh my God. Yeah.
But it was like he stole the truck, but it was his own truck. But that's probably about the craziest thing I've ever done on the clock. And the boss was making me do it. So that's the even weirder thing, on the clock. All right. Mm-hmm. Ryan Random, who formerly known or currently known as Ryan Katsky. I don't know. He changed his name a lot. He's got three rapid fire ones here. We've got favorite childhood movies, favorite dinosaur, and favorite reptile starting with the word chameleon.
Favorite movie, period, huh?
Childhood movies.
Oh, childhood movie. I'll go. Favorite childhood movie, The Labyrinth with David Bowie.
Oh, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Would watch that thing all the time.
Really?
Yeah. Non-stop.
Great answer. I'd have to agree. That one, and you can't leave out Goonies, of course, and
oh yeah,
Neverending Story, all around the same time period for us when we were kids. Neverending Story 1, not 2.
Yeah, not this bullshit 2.
Oh God, what do they think? The story's not going to end?
That's funny that they only made 2. Neverending Story.
Like, yeah, the story will probably end.
You get the idea. It just keeps repeating after this.
Yeah, dude, I remember, Labyrinth. I used to put that in, press play, and I would watch it until I'd fall asleep to it all the time. I mean, it was just nonstop, which is weird because like that's really kind of creepy to watch that as a kid.
Is Labyrinth?
As an adult.
Great.
Yeah, as an adult, it's even creepier, but because you kind of know what's going on with it when you're an adult. But yeah, man, loved it, so good.
Yeah.
Did Labyrinth have the wheelies in them? You seen this? You heard of this?
No, what are the wheelies?
I had this discussion with somebody recently. I cannot remember what movie they're from, but it's the characters had like skates or wheels on their feet and their hands.
What?
It was from some movie that I watched in my childhood, and it scared the shit out of me.
The wheelies. So you don't know where it's from?
I couldn't figure it out.
Can I ask, have you guys ever seen the Stephen King movie, The Langoliers?
No.
But I'm already scared.
I haven't told you what it is yet.
But it's Stephen King, and
that movie.
It's a TV series.
It's a TV 2-part movie. For many, many years, I thought it was just 1-part movie. So
no,
I saw the first movie, credits roll. I'm like, what the hell? They're ending it there.
No.
It's about these creepy things. Like this group is on a plane. They land and they enter in this other dimension where it's the exact same world, but everyone else in the world has disappeared except for them. And they realize, oh shit, we all fell asleep during that flight as we were passing through, I forget, Aurora Borealis or something. They passed through something.
Because they were bored.
Yeah, they were
David
bored.
Boreanaz?
Yeah. They wake up. Oh my God. They're trying to explore. It's like time. Fuck. Next, but go.
Just
TV producers or whoever's putting this shit out there needs to be more responsible. Like put a part 1 of 2 at the end of your movies. That's not fair.
Right. Yeah. It was like it's like It when you would see the first part and then it would say part 1. Then you knew there was a part 2 involved.
I've never seen It, so I don't.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Wow. I have a joke about that where and it's true where obviously having two older brothers, mentally you're not prepared for a lot of things you see. And I saw It when I was 7 years old.
Yeah, it seems like I have not seen it, but I know of it. That seems like too young.
Very, yeah.
I'm not even a parent. I'm not good with kids either. But I know that's probably too young.
Yeah, no, it is. It's way too young.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude. Well, in the joke, I say that I'm like, yeah, all the other kids my age were like, oh, let's play cops and robbers. And I'm just like, you're all going to die.
You're just Quint from Jaws smoking a cigarette in the corner.
Yeah. It was just insane to see that young. I mean, let alone I saw the new one. It's fantastic. Scary as hell, but fantastic.
I want to take this moment quickly to mention Sean from Discord has asked, how come the dogs only disturb podcasts but not the video recordings? I need to know. Great question, Sean. They interrupt our VR recordings all the time. I just edit them out. Joby is the one that puts all the podcasts together. Perhaps he thinks it's funny, so he leaves it in. But good question.
Well, yeah, I think the dogs made a big comeback. They were in some of the first episodes of the podcast.
Made a big comeback.
Made a big comeback in the Mr. Beast episode. But that one was because that was, kind of an interview, you telling, your story, your experience with that. So normally I will just shorten the gaps or the quiet spots, edit out the dogs barking. Steven's dogs barks, my dogs bark, or I can hear them when they're being let out. But last one I kind of left that one natural. were untouched to just kind of play through. So that's why they were back that time.
Okay. And then while I don't want to Sean is also asking, are you guys seeking out further collaborations with other content creators for VR? And do you have any future directions for the channel you'd like to expand towards? Short answer, no. I wish I had more time to reach out to people, but just, editing is like a full-time job, and then working my regular job is full-time. I wish I could reach out to some of these other creators. If you have any suggestions, let me know. But I need to make time to actually reach out to some people.
I would like to get some feedback if anyone's listening, to shoot us a message or whatever. But we've had a lot of people say, why don't you guys just do this game, that game, or whatever, but they're not VR. But we feel like VR is kind of what we're doing, I feel like, is a small niche thing to do. So, it's not really geared for being popular. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But other people are like, yeah, well, you guys should do, Fortnite, or you guys should do this and that, or like PlayStation, which we could still do our camaraderie. But there's these little subtle things that you get in VR that you just can't get in regular games. But apparently there's some people are saying that we should do that, but I don't know. We do have an idea of, Jeff had a good idea. There's some VR gaming companies close to us, and we might try to set up just as a bonus episodes of try to get a tour in there and see if we can visit with them for a day.
I can't remember if we talked about it with any people on the Discord or just between the three of us, but the idea or the dream or want to do a travel show. And so my thought was, to go around to small or big VR developers and, make a YouTube series out of it.
We also have plans to possibly do a travel channel idea where we basically, that's a dream scenario. That's like down the line.
More of a wish.
Yeah, more of a wish. But I will say this: if we can get, I don't know if we want to come up with a number of subscribers for a promise, because this is very inside baseball right now. I promise right now, I don't care how much money it takes. I don't care how long it takes. But if we, I don't know if you guys want to say a number. Let's just say X right now.
7 X.
Or if we get 7 subscribers. So we need a certain amount of subscribers. I will fully commit to making a real fake documentary where it ends in the verdict of a man falling downstairs with no answer, and then it ends, and it'll be the biggest inside joke between us and our Patreons and whoever ends up listening to the podcast. But so many people will be livid that they have wasted their time. But I am committed to making this 100% looking legit, and I've already reached out to a couple people after we kind of texted about it and how funny that would actually be, to donate some time, who are decent actors. So
all right, you said
it's
it.
not going to be. No, I can't. Yeah, exactly. But I promise that, because I don't know how we're going to get it made, or who would even. Maybe we just have to put it on YouTube, and then you guys all share it and be like, "This is the craziest documentary you'll ever." But
it's true.
Yeah, it's 100% true. These guys, but I mean, have you just? It'll be like maybe an hour. Hopefully, we can edit it up to an hour. But from literally for 59 minutes, it'll be. I want it to draw people in.
Yeah.
To where they're so invested. And then that last minute, dude falls down the stairs. That's the end. That's the fucking end.
That's a dream of mine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'd say 1 million.
You can only watch
should we
it
say
once.
a million? Yeah,
$1 million.
$1 million.
Because I don't think it's ever going to happen.
Yeah, I don't think we'll get to $1 million for sure. I don't think so, but I kind of want to make it maybe like 500,000. That seems doable in a couple years.
Where are you
Let's
going to get the
say, I
money
don't know.
for this?
I mean, I think we can do a GoFundMe.
Yeah, but
I
then
think-
people are going to know.
Yeah, you're right. I think we can do it for not that expensive. Nothing where I
Right.
gotta
You could
sell
have
a
interviews,
car. Right.
pull up stock footage of the war or whatever.
Yeah, we
Oh,
can use some
God.
stock footage. Maybe we can do a murder exhibit in the, just in my own house. Who gives a shit? Just shoot these random parts and mostly the interviews. And I know a cop or two. Maybe they can, give it access to something. Who knows?
Okay.
But it's gonna happen.
All right. Let's do it.
Sorry, I got off on a tangent there.
That's okay.
No.
That's okay.
I was thinking while you're talking, I can start selling my bathwater to raise money if you want.
You know what, dude? That is not a bad idea to counter. And so now that that's a thing, you could say, you should go on your Instagram and say, I'm selling my bathwater too now, if anyone's interested.
So, favorite dinosaur, very easy for me, Stegosaurus.
Ankylosaurus for me.
What's the ankylosaurus?
It's just got a big tumor on the end of it.
Oh, he's like the slow moving guy. Like he's got his tail looks like a hammer
Yeah.
or like a club.
Yeah, it's a club. Yeah, it's cancer, but
Oh my god.
I like that guy.
Yeah.
Hummy.
Triceratops.
nice. I like a
What
try.
does it say about us that we all chose
Land Before Time? Are they all of them?
herbivores?
Oh,
There's also
herbivores.
the little. What are the ones in the Land Before Time? They've got like these balding heads.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
They headbutt
Yeah.
things.
Do you think Thesaurus?
Those guys are cool too. They just evolved to headbutt things all the time. Kind of like
Well,
Dave's D&D character. But,
Yeah, that is an interesting character he's created.
yeah,
I'd like to know more about it.
almost like you'd want to know the history of.
Yeah, it's so provocative. He's this baker that now is out killing people with his baked goods. How did he come to be that person? I don't know. Last from Ryan, favorite reptile starting with the word chameleon? Snake.
I don't care for reptiles. I have zero favorite reptiles.
Lizards. I like lizards. Turtles.
Snakes are growing on me. I think there's a couple people in the Discord that have put up some pretty convincing arguments
Snakes
as
for
far as
pets.
snakes.
Yeah, we got a couple.
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't think they're for me. I mean, I don't think they're for me. I've never owned a snake as a pet, but I like them a little more than I used to.
Yeah, I don't know. Snakes freak me out. That's all.
Okay. I saw a picture of it looked like some like shimmery, it almost looked like a fish. It was so shiny, but it was a snake. Somebody's pet, and they put little fairy wings on the back of it. It was pretty cute. So
Ooh.
Okay, well, if you're gonna dress it up, then I guess so. I'll get on the snake wagon.
Indiana Jones's worst nightmare.
I thought it was rats.
Don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's rats.
Really?
Yeah.
Not that I don't believe you. I'm very
Nope,
curious.
we gotta look it up.
Could you imagine even just 20 years ago when we would have to end the night not knowing that?
Oh yeah, we would
Oh,
have to
goddamn,
pop
right.
in the movie, and then we would have to show it and be like, "See, it's rats," and then we'd waste a bunch of time.
You're right. It's snakes.
It's snakes.
Oh, I've got an easy answer for this next question. Zepper has asked, if there are alternate universes, which universes would you hope to land in?
The one where things worked out. Um,
Oh yeah, what's your? Well, I'm dying to hear this answer.
Just, I'd improve things here and there, but it's illegal to sell your bath water. And
It's a very specific universe.
Everything's the same. That's the only thing that's different.
It's a great question. I mean, you know how like when you're younger, you maybe said something, you're in the shower and you remember something you said that was really embarrassing, and you want to go back in time and punch yourself for saying it.
Yeah.
That's continued on throughout my entire life. It didn't stop as a child.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. What was the question?
Alternate universe. Which one would you want?
Yeah. Like, oh yeah, no, I wouldn't go back and shoot Hitler. I'd go back and punch myself.
So instead of stopping Hitler, you would just go back to like when you were in the lunchroom in third grade, and you're about to say something, but your future self goes no 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 no,
Yeah.
and then that's it.
That reminds me, science talk. We should do a little like audio intro for science talk now. Did you know that edit all this out.
No.
Stephen Hawking once
Oh boy. Yeah, I'll edit it out.
Stephen Hawking once threw a party for time travelers, and when no time travelers showed up, he said, "See."
No, I like it.
Oh, that is so fucking funny.
Yeah. So just
That wasn't real though, right?
As far as I can tell, we can't time travel in the past yet. And that's it for science talk.
All right. Well, that's going to be a new segment on the pod for sure. Science talk. I don't know what would be what was it the parallel universe that we land in? Which
If there are alternate universes, if we lived in a universe where there were alternate universes, which universe would you hope to land in?
I don't know. You got one?
No, I mean there's the really easy stuff, like same Earth, same everything, except for everybody's happy, or nobody dies, or like the regular
Nobody dies.
well, not nobody dies, like nobody feels pain, like where like the easy genie wish type universes. But like, what about the real out there, like astral plane, universe size universes where it's stuff that your brain can't even comprehend because it's so good?
Oh, I'll tell you. We were kids once, and I remember we were sleeping in the bonus room, and I asked Mark, maybe you'll remember this. I said, we were going to sleep. I said, could you tell me a bedtime story?
Oh boy.
And oh my God, the thing that came out of his head was disturbing. He told me a story of another universe where Dr. Seuss-like people who had green fur all over their bodies would work in business offices in like downtown, but all the buildings downtown had green fur on them too. And they would work and be productive like a normal society, except for these creatures would get horny super often to the point where they had to jerk off several times a day, as if it was explosive diarrhea that needed to come out. And so he would tell me this story about some guy, if you had to go visit in one of these offices and you go to the bathroom, you're in a public restroom and the door would just bust open, and a guy would run in, jerking off into the sink with his green fur, because that's how these people had to live. You know, it was the normal thing to do.
Wait a minute. How old were we?
How aged was the boy?
Oh,
I can neither confirm nor deny this because it
You don't remember
sounds
telling
like
me this story.
no.
We were kids.
How old?
I don't know. I forget, but I want to let people know how Mark's imagination works.
Yeah, and let them know that was a thought when I was a kid.
And that you came up with it immediately. There was no time to think. You just like you had it.
Wow, I think I learned a lot that year.
I don't claim to be any sort of professional analyst or doctor of any type, but if I had to guess, that sounds very much like the subconscious of a prepubescent or pubescent boy who is going through lots of changes, growing weird hair all over the place, and feeling like masturbation is a necessity that has to happen at any point in the day,
and it's poison that needs to leave your body.
Yeah,
I think that was probably the year I discovered jerking off. Yeah.
And you remember you were a fan of Dr. Seuss like books.
See, too young.
Oh, that bridge between
bridge. You're not supposed to be so young, and you shouldn't see porn and still like be reading Dr. Seuss books.
Edit all that out, please. I don't want that out there in this universe.
Dude, that's so funny. Wow.
You don't remember telling me that story at all?
No,
Damn.
I don't. I believe you though. I believe that I said that, but my memory is not well.
Well, it's reverse photographic.
Yeah, that's right. You've got a reverse photographic memory.
Right. Yes.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Well, you know what? That's my answer. That's what I want my universe to be.
You want to live in that world?
Yeah.
Every door opens. Bam.
Have to kick in the doors because they're about to come into a sink.
It just reminds me of the guy from I Think You Should Leave.
Yeah, right. The horny guy, yeah. Oh boy, Shane. That question, I think we could go on and on and on with that one. I'm
gonna do a simple one, and I'm gonna say the only thing I would change about this universe is no summer.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a very good question. I love those kind of conversations. I would love to give it a proper discussion and really find out what my answer would be. But, we've got glass teeth questions and pooping hedgehog questions. We can't give all of them the time they deserve, unfortunately. Well, guys, I think that's all the questions. I think we're caught up.
One last one I see here.
Okay.
Shane is asking, how do you deal with screaming kids on plane? No, he's asking me. Hummy Seed, how do you deal with screaming kids on planes? Well, I will note the parents. I will go through their trash later. And then when their kids grow up, I'll find a flight that they're going to go on. No, that's another skit from I Think You Should Leave. God,
I was too tired to think of anything funny.
I was too tired to think of anything. Yeah. I personally don't do anything. I let it happen. I don't glare at the parents or the kids or anything. As I've gotten older, because I know that, hey, that could be me one day. But how do I deal with screaming kids on planes? Yeah, you could do the passive aggressive thing and just look. You could appear annoyed, That's probably as far as I take it. I probably will not. I don't wish them any ill thoughts or say anything or do anything. I'm screaming on the inside. I'll tell you that. Not if there's another kid screaming, just me being on a plane, having to sit there. I know, kid. I know. How should I deal with screaming kids on planes? I don't know. What do you guys do? Anything?
I don't do anything. Obviously, I would never say anything to them on the plane. One, because you're trapped in a tube with these people. There's nothing that can happen. But I get the quiet satisfaction of once that plane lands, I never have to see that little piece of shit ever again in my life. And they are stuck with them. It's just an unfortunate situation for parents. I mean, you got to take your kid places.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't explain to them, yeah, your ears are popping because of the pressure change. It's normal. Just chew this piece of gum. You're a baby. You love Altoids. Is it a mint? Do you eat it before dinner? Do you eat it after dinner? I don't pretend to know what being a parent is like. I think it's hard as shit, and they've got it hard enough.
Yeah, I kind of think that also. Yeah, that is a tough question. I don't know. What can you do?
Now, shitty adults on planes, that's a different story.
God.
Children are innocent. Children and dogs, they don't know what they're doing.
That's a good point. Yeah, kids are just it's a baby. It's uncomfortable. Yeah, it can't even comprehend what's happening.
They're just reacting to outside stimulus. Adults are making conscious decisions to do shitty things.
Yes. Yeah. They have intent to be shitty.
Mm-hmm.
They say, watch how shitty I'm going to be. And then they are shit.
You guys ever been on a plane where you had to do an emergency landing?
No.
Have you?
Have you?
Yeah, not because there was something wrong with the plane, but because like a medical emergency, anything like that? Nothing?
No.
Oh, God. Are you talking about the one where they had to cut it short because the guy was farting?
What?
Oh, yeah, huh?
There was, oh, God. It was not within the last couple years. Let me look it up. The some flight had to land because some dude was just ripping ass so bad.
How could that possibly?
There's no way that people are complaining, and the pilot comes out of the cockpit and like, "What the fuck is going on back here?" And everyone starts pointing to the guy in the seat. It's him. It's him. And then he's like, are you guys cool if I take the plane down? And they're like, yes, fucking take it down. Get him out of here.
All right. So, yeah, I mean, there's plenty of headlines. I Googled emergency landing farting passenger. Let's go at I like the second one from travelandleisure.com. Great headline. Unapologetic farting man on plane causes emergency landing. That's a person that has chosen to be a piece of shit. And he's proud of it. He is wasting all of those other people's time because he didn't want to hold a few farts in.
Can you link me that article?
Yes.
How the fuck did he cause the plane to emergency land?
The pilots made an emergency stop in Vienna and removed the complainants, but apparently not the farting man. 2 women sitting in the same row as the angry men were also forced off the plane as well.
Oh, so people were getting so mad?
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
So, the farting man wasn't doing anything wrong. The people getting mad were. Is that what you're saying?
That's what it seems like. I'm just trying to scan this article real quick. This is a real turntables. Instead, the captain issued a warning to the two complainants, accusing them of noisy and aggressive behavior and making threats. That is impressive. This man's gas caused this very localized outbreak of rage attacks. It's like the high seas up there. Anything goes. It's a free for all. Every man for himself.
Right.
Dude, that's so crazy.
Do we have any more questions or topics that we need to do?
Not at this juncture. Oh boy, guys. I'll be right back. I need to feed these Doguses and let them out.
Oh, we can call it.
Yeah.
It's
Dogs! Shut